Okay, so as a new consultant, I'm going to encourage you to try to do as many parties as you can when you're first starting out. Get the hang of it, because the more space you have in between your parties too, it almost feels like you're constantly starting over again. Okay, so the more consistent you have those parties every week, the more you're just going to kind of get in gear. It's going to make more sense. Okay, so book 2 or 3 that 19th, and then go for the 3rd, and then book some more starting on that October 3rd. So okay, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you a couple things as you go into pamperedchef.com. Okay, so when you log into Consultants Corner, okay, you're going to see this purple box that looks like this. Okay, so in Dash here, you can start doing these different tips and things that they have in Dash right away. Okay, and I think they'll give you the first 10, and then they'll say reach out, to the person that you signed up with. Okay, so start working through Dash. That will help answer a lot of your questions. It'll show you your new consultant rewards, the things that you can get in your first 90 days. If you guys don't know your 30 and 90-day date, be sure to get with the person that you signed up with about what the 30 and 90-day date are. Okay, so those 2 dates are really important as you're going to be doing all your new consultant rewards and things. Now, over here on this left-hand side, okay, is kind of all the information that you are going to need to know. So my parties and orders, or this plus sign right here, okay, you can create a party. So you can either go to see all parties and orders. You click on this, it's going to take you to your parties, okay, and you can click on this circle here, and you can add orders and things to your party this way. If you need to know the information about your party, you just click right here in the middle of this party. Okay, and then it's going to take you. If you need to, let's say the host is like, can we extend my party for a few more days? All you have to do is click on this, edit the party, okay, and then you just change the date of how long you want to extend it to. Okay, or if the host says, hey, can we do a different address? No problem. You can use this address for the party, and you can do an alternative shipping location. So you can ship it, somewhere else if you want to click that. Okay. Okay, so let's go back here to my parties and orders. Okay, so if I want to create a party, so we're in my parties and orders now, you can either, like I said, you can either create party, or you can create the plus sign here. Create an order, the only time I ever use that is if I don't have a party running and someone tells me that they want to order something and I can't just add it to a party. Because if I have a party going, which I always have parties going, I'm just going to take this order, I'm just going to add it to someone's party so it helps out a host. Okay, but only time I would just create an order is if I didn't have a party going. So we're going to create a party, and then you're going to go in, we're going to do a virtual Facebook. Now, if you're doing a fundraiser or a wedding shower, you're going to click one of these. But we're going to start this party. We're going to start it on the 19th. It automatically defaults 1 week later to the 26th. So I just leave that, even though I run my parties Monday through Friday, I leave it till Saturday, just in case some people still want to get their orders in on Saturday. So I just leave it as is. Okay, then if you want to do your own party, you're just going to simply click that box and it'll fill in your information. If you don't, okay, then I always have my husband do some parties here. So then you're just going to put in the information. When you put in the information, it's going to say for the party page link, it's going to be their first name, last name, and the date that the party starts. So 0919. Okay, so this is always going to be the same. This part here is the part that changes depending on their name. The pamperedchef.com/party is the same for all of them. And then this is usually their first name, their last name, and the date the party starts. Okay, so that's going to be the link that people place an order from. Okay, that's how people place an order on their party. Okay, now you can put in the Facebook link here. If people want to look at that, you can just copy the Facebook link for the party there. Okay, and then you're just going to hit create party and it will save it. Okay, and once you create it, okay, then it's going to look like one of these here. So then if you click on links, this is the link that they order from. So if you want to copy it and share it, you just click share and copy link. Okay. Host dashboard. As my hosts start their parties, I send this host dashboard. This is how my hosts can track who has ordered, how many orders they have, what their host rewards are, all those things. So I will share this host dashboard link with my host. This is a training video for your hosts so they know what all they can do with their host dashboard. So you can send them both of these links when their parties start, and so they have some information about the party, okay? Anyone that goes in the website to place an order, this is what it's gonna look like. You're invited to a Pampered Chef party hosted by, click to shop now. So when they click on the link, that's what they're gonna see when they go to place an order. If you don't like this picture or you wanna do a different picture, you can edit the theme cover photo and put whatever. They have a ton of photos in here and you can put whatever photo it is that you want in there, okay? All right, so that's how we do my parties, set up a party. Now, also, Stir News, okay, it's just gonna have lots of different trainings about bookings, about host coaching, just about different things that you may want to know, okay? So the Stir News is important. You can look through there and get some different tips. Marketing imagery is all of your pictures that you can use in your parties, okay? Now, we have outlines that we kind of, that we share with all of our consultants so they know what to post in the parties. But if you're ever just looking for something to post, you know, on Facebook, there's lots of different images that you can share in here. Shop for supplies. Okay, this is how you can place an order using your Pampered Chef discount. Okay, so this is a way you're not going to get commission off of this. This will just give you a discount. So cookware, bakeware, okay, it's all split into different things. Now sample is all of the new products at 50% off to consultants. Okay, so if you want one of the new products, you can get all of them, one of each of them at 50% off. Okay, so here's all of the, and this is already the discounted price. Okay, and then you can go in and check out. Okay, now if it's not a new product, okay, then you can go order from one of these different categories. Now, if you run out of catalogs, go here into supply. You can get 100 for $45, or there's 25 of them for $19. Okay, so, and then there's different giveaways that you can buy stuff in bundle here. It's cheaper. Okay, there's different, so I like to use these envelopes. They're plastic. They have Pampered Chef on them. You can get 25 of them for $7.50. I mean, you can use whatever envelopes you want to mail out host packets. I like these though. They have thank you cards that you can send out to people. I'm just going to show you one other thing. Not sure which page it's on. So right here. So these party planners, I think you get a few of them in your kit, okay? But you get 25 of them for $2, and they're super thick paper. This is what I do for the first thing in my packet is this party planner, okay? Basically at the top, I just write in the party information. It's gonna let me view here. Okay, so it has like the host information, when they need to order by. In here, it tells them, I write on here, invite at least 200 people. I also write on here to get 5 outside orders from people that are not on Facebook. So I tell my hosts, you know, that we can get orders from people that are not on Facebook. So it doesn't just have to be people that are on Facebook that can order. Anyone in their phone can place an order by ordering from that ordering link. So they can text out the link, you know, to 20 people in their phone and get 5 outside orders from people that are not on Facebook too. And then on the back of this, what I like about it is it has all their host rewards written out. Okay, so they can see the levels. They can see what they're getting at each level. It has the kits, you know, so if someone's interested in the business, it has all the kits on here. And I like to put big stars and arrows by here, but it lets them know that they can use 25 or 50 of their free towards their kit. Okay, so I like people to know about that kit credit. So that's the very first thing I put in the packet. Then let's go back to Consultants Corner here. Consultants Corner is where everything is. Okay, so if you ever like get lost and are like, I don't know what's going on, go to Consultants Corner. And that will be, you know, when you first log in, you'll see, oops, Consultants Corner. Okay, so over here in Explore, so on the left-hand side, if you click on Explore, it's going to show you Host Special and Guest Special. Okay, Host Special is what the host gets for 60% off every month. This month in particular, let's go down to September. Okay, here it is, September host flyer. Okay, so any one item or set in the catalog at 60% off. Okay, so if they want the air fryer, if they want some stoneware, you know, whatever it is that they want, they can get one item at 60% off. Okay, so I'll include the host special. See, this was what it was last month. So see how this was only electrics? So it's only these products. This month is an awesome special because it's any one item at 60% off. Okay, not just these electric products. And next month, October, is the same thing. It's 60% off anything again. So that's some really good specials that you guys have. Okay, I think I showed you what I want to show you on here. Next thing, let's go in here to, now this outline, okay, this has all been shared on our team page. So basically it shows you what to put for the cover photo. It tells you what wording to put for your first post, okay? This is the interactive catalog. This is going to be their link to order. And obviously you're going to change it to your phone number and information, but you can just copy this. This is the first post in there. And this will tell you, so pre-party on Saturday. Here's the first post. Here's the words to say. Here's the pictures to use. Here's the second post. So it's all written out for you, you know, what to do, what to post. So it's not guessing. Now, be sure you read the post, because obviously your name is not Melody Harper, okay? And there's different stuff throughout here. For instance, let's see, I noticed on this one here, it says, when my son went off to college, he blew a gasket, okay? This was one of our directors made this post because she had a son, okay? So people know my kids are 10, 8, and 6. I do not have a college-age son, okay? So be sure that you're reading through here, because if you go to copy these words, you want to be sure that it doesn't, you know, it applies to you, not someone else. So, but the September outline is going to be given to you, okay? So you don't have to come up with a bunch of posts and wording and stuff. You just want to tweak it and make it your own a little bit. So this virtual party schedule, I will share this information. This party planner looks a little bit different than the one I just showed you. This is our old one. The new one that I just showed you is the new version of this. I need to take pictures of it and put it in here instead. But you can see, I just put the date, their party link, invite 200 people, 5 outside orders. I put our goal as $800 in sales, okay? Because if I just say, well, all you have to have is $200, guess what they're going to do? They're only going to try to get $200 in sales, okay? So it's important to let them know to have higher goals, okay? Even if their party doesn't end up at 800, it's probably going to end up higher if they're trying for 800 versus if they're trying for 200, okay? So here's what I do to check it out, put some arrows so people know about the kits, okay, and that they can get that item. So that's the first thing, party planner. I mark it up a little bit. Then I put a host special in there, a guest special in there, an opportunity brochure, which those come in your kit. They look like this. Make your everyday better. It's just some information about the business. So I slide one of those in there too, and then I do one catalog. And I paper clip this information, slide it in an envelope, and it only costs $2 to send to the host. Okay. So I like to give each of my hosts a catalog just to have, to have one that they can flip through. So when you need to know, when you get bookings and you have people that want to book a party, these are the things that go into that packet to send your hosts. So I like to make a phone call with all of the people that book a party from me. One phone call, and only takes about 5 minutes. Okay, I did one in my car when I was at the football field tonight with my son at practice. Okay, that's when she could do it. So I sat there and I did it with her. I don't know any of my current hosts. They're just people that have booked off of other parties. Okay, but here's the wording that you can say. I thank them for having a party. I ask them if they got their packet. I tell them we're going to be starting their party on Saturday. The first 2 days are going to be pre-party posts, and we're just getting everyone in there and getting active, and the party's going to kick off on Monday. So I let them know. I have this so memorized. I don't need this script anymore, but you can absolutely look at this every time you have a call until you know the information, okay? So I just let them know that I'm going to add them to the party on Thursday. And once they're in the party, they're going to click the invite button and they're going to start inviting people slowly. Okay, so I usually say at least 200 people. Their goal is to get 30 to 40 members. I tell my hosts, this is one of the reasons why I like to do a phone call. I could text this information to them, but letting them know how important it is that they are over inviting and getting people in their party makes or breaks their party. If they only have 10 people in their party, it's going to be really hard for their party to be successful. So they need to know how important it is to over invite to try to get 30 to 40 members. That's the first thing that I need to tell them, and I can't do that myself. Okay, so they have to invite the people. Now, if they are having trouble getting people in there, you can always have them send a message through Facebook Messenger, and it just says, hey, I'm having a Pampered Chef party. Here is the link to join my party. Okay, they can always do something like that. But I tell them the best way to make their party successful is to be present in their party and commenting. Okay, I let them know they don't have to be in their party all day, but if they go in and they comment on the post, I do my posts at 8, 12, and 4. So I'll run like 4 or 5 posts at 8 o'clock. So like 8, 8:02, 8:04, 8:06, 8:08, 12, 12:02, 12:04. So like those are the times I do so I can tell my hosts, hey, I'm going to be posting around 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 4 o'clock. So go in your party and you can comment on the posts. And if you comment, your people in your party are going to see it in their news feed and they're going to see the post better. It's just the way that Facebook works. When they comment, other people see it. Because I'm not their friends, they're not going to see it as easily. So it's super important that the hosts are going in there and commenting on the posts, And I give the example, like if we were doing a cooking show in your home, you wouldn't go hang out in the back bedroom while your friends were in the kitchen. You'd be in the kitchen. So I'll just say to them, so be sure to stay in the kitchen when your friends are partying this week, you know, and be engaged. And if you kind of make a joke of it and say things like that, guys, I don't have problems with my hosts not staying engaged in the party, because I talk to them on the phone and I let them know how important it is that they're engaged, okay? And as you guys are booking parties right now, these are going to be your friends anyways, most likely, friends, family, people you know. So say to them, hey, I need you in the party, okay? So that will help. So next thing, okay, this is something that Pampered Chef is going to do. If they get 3 bookings from their party, once all 3 parties are held, so they've had their party and they submitted their party. Once that 3rd friend submits the party, Pampered Chef is going to email them that they have $50 in free credit on their host rewards that they can go in and pick out now. Okay, so basically Pampered Chef gives them $50 in free product if you get 3 bookings. Okay, this is just basically an extra bonus. And you can even say something you could say, if you get 3 bookings, Pampered Chef will do this, and I'll go ahead and throw in free shipping for your order if you get 3 bookings. Okay, it's not going to cost you very much, but 3 bookings is a lot when you think about how much money you can make potentially off of those 3 parties. Okay, so that $7 in shipping isn't a big deal, you know, when you think about how much you can make off of, you know, a person's party. So I let them know, you know, that our goal is to get 3 bookings. There'll be booking posts, you know, throughout. But that's their goal, you know, so try to find 3 friends that may be interested in hosting a party. I also let them know that all of the orders, you know, are not going to necessarily come at the beginning. Most of them will come towards the end, and that's okay, you know, so don't be alarmed, because some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting any orders. I'm like, it's okay, it's still early in the party. That's pretty typical, okay? So I let them know their orders are probably going to happen later, but I'm going to have them send a message the second to the last day of the party that just says, my party closes tomorrow. Here's the link to place your order. So I have them go into all of the members of their party and send a personal message out to all of their guests. And that is typically when the orders will start coming in, is when their friend receives that personal message with the link. Because think about it, and this is what I say to my hosts. Think about how many parties we're just invited to. You know, you know, all kinds of, it's always Usborne books and all kinds of things. And if there's anything that I ever want, the thing is like t-shirt parties right now. I'm getting invited to all these t-shirt parties. And so if there's a t-shirt that I'm wanting, okay, I want to remember to place the order. And a lot of times I'm like, oh man, I meant to go place that order and I completely forgot. Okay. So I tell them that's pretty likely, which is why we need to send a reminder, because your friends are going to forget. Okay. Okay. And then I asked them, did you see that Kit credit coupon in your packet? Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? Okay. So that Kit credit coupon is this here that I starred and arrowed this. Okay, so this is the coupon at the bottom that says you can have 25 or 50 free product towards your kit. Okay, so they can use that. So that's usually the last thing that I will ask them, okay, is about the business. Okay, I want to know, you know, do they have any interest in Pampered Chef? Okay, so let's go back up here. Okay, so on Monday, I have all of my people. Remember, I have them all in my calendar. So I'll look and see, okay, who are my parties coming up? And I shoot them a text message, this text message right here. And I just say, hey, Sally, I was just wondering if you received your packet in the mail yet. If you have, be sure to pull it out and look through it. I want your party to be a success. With all the Facebook changes, I have a couple tips I want to go over with you. When in the next couple days can you chat? Okay, I never ask them, do you have the time to chat with me for a few minutes? Because guess what they're going to say? Nobody's got time. Okay. They're going to say, no, I'm really busy this week. Sorry, I can't chat with you. Okay. So I just say, when Monday or Tuesday, can you chat with me for a couple minutes about your party? I want to give you some good tips. Okay. I can't even count on one hand the amount of times that I haven't had a host that will have a phone call with me. Okay. So I call them Tuesday or Wednesday, and I do the same call that I just showed you. Okay, giving them some information, making sure they know how to make their party a success. On Thursday, I add them to the party and they start inviting their people. Okay, so I shoot them a text message after I put them in there, and I say, hey, I just added you to the party. Now you can start going in and inviting your people. Okay, now Friday, they can post this on their Facebook page, just letting their friends know that they're having a Pampered Chef party. All the new products are out. Who wants me to add you, to the party? Something like that. They can have their host post on their Facebook wall. So on Saturday, I like to put all of my hosts. So I remember I run 4 or 5 parties at a time. Okay. So I put all of my hosts in a group chat together. Okay. And and I post this after I added them all in a group. I put this message in there. So what I can do is I can get to have them all kind of get to know each other a little bit. But when Susie gets her first order, I can say, oh, Susie got her first order. Congratulations, Susie. Or when Sarah's party qualifies, and hits $200, I can say, yay, your party just qualified. Super excited for you. So I can encourage them through this group. When they see what other people are doing too, that's going to inspire them to do that in their own party. Okay, so having your hosts in a group chat together really is very beneficial. So you need to look at how many did your hosts invite. So let me give you an example here. Okay, so let's go into one of my parties. Let's go to this one here. I think you're going to be shocked by this number. Okay, so this party has 93 members. Anyone want to guess how many people she invited to have that many? She has 93 members. So if we go into members, look how many people she invited to have that many people in her party. Okay, so that's a lot of people that she invited. So that's not necessarily going to be typical to have someone add that many people. Okay, but she has a lot of people in her party right now. So let's go to a different one. I don't even remember how many this one has. Okay, so she has 24 members. Let's see how many she invited. 191. Okay, that's a little bit more typical. This one, 30 members. Click on members. Let's see how many she invited. 68. That's really high numbers for 68 people. Okay. And that's, almost half of her people jumped in there. Okay. That's not usually going to happen. Okay. So with this, I look and see how many did they invite, how many actual members, because these members, this is how many people are consistently seeing the posts. All these people that were invited, okay, they're not necessarily seeing these posts. Okay. But what your host can do is they can go in there and they can click on the invited. And if they click on this box here, it says send a reminder. So they can just go through, send a reminder to all these people. Okay, because chances are maybe they didn't see the first invite. Okay, so maybe they want to invite or remind these people. Okay. Okay, so I'm checking how many were invited, how many members are there right now. So party starts Saturday, Sunday, pre-party post, kickoff on Monday through Friday. So you can tag all your guests, okay, from the computer. So in here, where we were at members, okay, so if you click on the members here, see how it says write welcome post, okay? If you click write welcome post, it tags all the people that joined the party. Okay, this is the one time Facebook will go ahead and tag all the people for you. Okay, so you can welcome them into the party. You can delete that part. Okay, you can copy my wording that's here. Okay, and then you can paste it on there. Okay, and then you can pick some fun GIF down here that says like, welcome. Okay, so you could do something like that, or you can say, let's get this party started. Okay, so something, anything that you want to pick, okay, you can do. So that's how you do the welcoming people into the party. Click on members and click on, you know, to write a post to them. Okay, so you can type in, you guys have a fun week ahead, and this one will pop up. Okay, so here's what an example of what it looks like. So you can send a message, you know, as they're playing games in the beginning, you can send a message to people and just kind of welcoming them into the party. And what that does at the beginning of the party is it's not pressure about booking or anything. It's just kind of welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being in the party right now. So I will send messages as people are joining, just to welcome them, you know, as they are commenting and playing, you know, the games and stuff at the beginning. So like on her party right here. So if I want, you know, some of these people that are commenting, so this is an example of one of the first posts in the party. Okay, they're commenting, which one would you choose? 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, your house cleans itself, your kids eat everything you serve them without complaining, or someone runs all your errands for you. Which one of those would you choose? Okay, and they're writing. Okay, notice that I am doing GIFs for all of these. Okay, and so then what you can do, because this is one of the first posts, you can just say, let's shoot them a message and just say, thank you so much for joining this party. I appreciate you being in here. We're going to have a great week. And say the same thing to everyone. And that just welcomes them and gets the conversation going. So you get to know them a little bit better. Okay. And then you can talk to them about booking a party, you know, towards the end of the party. Okay. But this right now is just kind of, thanks so much for joining the party. So you can do that at the beginning. Okay, so if you want to have your host send out this booking post to 10 people in her party, this just says, thanks so much for joining the party. We've learned so much. I want to check with you and see if you'd be interested in earning a lot of free products like I am this week. My consultant's super fun, and hosting an online party is a cinch. You've been great in my participating. And that would be all you would have to do in your party. She has a couple openings for next month, and it's a great host special. I only need 3 hosts to get my free gift. I'll attend if you have one. What do you say? Okay, so this is something that your host can send out to people to see if they'd be interested in booking a party. Here's another booking tip. So these are just booking tips. You can try some of these things. You can figure out which one works for you. You can try all of them. Okay, so I post this and it just says, let's help, you know, obviously put your host name there, get a free gift from me. All you have to do is book one of these fun online virtual parties. You're going to get free half-price products and any one item or set at 60% off. Plus, Chelsea would get a 50% off item from your party. Who's in? So as they book a party, notice 1 flower appears for 1 party booked, 2 parties booked, 3 parties booked, okay? So you can kind of keep track of how many parties are booked so far. Then this is a fun interactive post where they have to message you an answer just to kind of get the interaction going, okay? So they message you 5 items from the grocery cart, and you can say something like, thanks so much for participating. You get 25 tickets. Yay. What is your favorite Pampered Chef product? How do you know the host? Thanks so much for being in there. It's just a way to start talking with them because sometimes we don't really get to know our guests now that it's virtual. If I was at a cooking party, I would be sitting there talking to my guests, finding it out. How many kids do they have? Do they have dogs? How do they know the host? What's their favorite food? Just different things you talk about in conversation. And we don't have that as much in our virtual parties. So anything you can do just to kind of talk to people throughout the party, it really does help. Okay, so I always change cover photos to 2 days left. One more day, you know, last day of the party, I'm changing the cover photos. And Joanna hopped off of here, but she was on here. She sent me a few good cover photos today that I'm going to add to here. But this is that important message that I have my host send out the second to the last day. Okay, so there's a few things that you can do towards the end of the party that really help wrap it up and help your party be successful. Okay, I changed the cover photo. I know that, let me get on, she sent me this today, so I'm going to show you guys what she sent me because I thought this was some good wrap up the party stuff. If I can find her message to me. Where is she at? I'm completely looking over her. I talked to a lot of people today. There she is. Okay, so let me show you. She just did a training on this tonight. So I'll show you some of the stuff that she does in the end of her party to help make it successful. Okay, so here you see 3 days left. This is the one I do a lot. So I just changed the cover photo. Okay, so then you can change the name of the party to only 3 days left to order. Okay, when you change the name of the party, what happens is people get notification. Okay, then you're changing it to 2 days left. You can see that's the one I just showed you. Here's some other options. I'm going to add these other options to this virtual party schedule. Change the name of the group to it's almost over, only 2 days left. Okay, then you can have the host personally message on Facebook everyone that was a member of their party, the link to order, and announce tomorrow's the last day. Okay, this is what I'm just showing you. Tomorrow's the last day to order. The host puts in the shopping link there. And what they have to do is they come into the party. Okay, let's come back into Ashley's party here. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're going to go into the party and they're going to click on the members. And then they go into the member and they're going to click on the person and view the profile. Okay, obviously this is going to look different for them because they're already friends with all these people. Oops, I'm not meaning to click on this person. And then you're going to send them a message. Okay, so that's what my hosts do. They go in and they click on each of the people in there and they send a message, and then you just click the back button and then they go to the next one. Okay, so when they send that message to everyone, okay, that's when orders start coming in. Okay, so now we're at the last day of the party. Change the cover photo to one of these. Change the party, don't miss out, the party closes at midnight. Okay, post this in the party and tag everyone that hasn't ordered. Okay, and then you can post something like this. Are you going to order? Party closes at midnight tonight. If you'd like to place an order, you can click on this link. Thank you so much for being on the part of the party. It isn't over yet, so keep playing and commenting. Okay, at 8 p.m., add this post and tag everyone one more time. Okay, so there's a few things to do towards the end of the party to really get those orders in. Okay, so here's some more booking tips. I post a lot of booking tips in here. There's already booking stuff in the outline, so you can pick and choose any of this that you want. But what this one does, what's on your wish list, Okay, when you ask them what's on your wish list, 25 tickets below, what you can do is you can take this post, just like we were on this other post I just showed you, okay, and you can click message. Are we back in here yet? Okay. So let's say like on this one. So if this one said, what's on your wish list? And all you'd have to do is message this person, okay, what it says here. I saw the quick cooker was on your wish list. It's amazing and truly a game changer. I use mine all the time. Why don't we host an online party next month with your friends? You'd be able to get it for free or 50% off in addition to the free year earn too. It's super easy and Jamie's going to get a booking credit too. What do you think? Okay, that's something you can message them when they tell you what's on their wish list. Okay, now this here, okay, Joanna, the one that I just showed you, I think she has 30 parties this month, and she got them all by sending this message right here just to the people that are commenting on the party. So example, you go through anyone that has commented, you go through and you message them this wording here, okay? But when you message them this wording, be sure you write down if you sent them this message, because notice it doesn't show any previous messages. So if you've already sent this to Kathy Thornton, you don't need to send the saved messages when she commented on other posts down here too. So I will say, okay, I sent Kathy, I don't need to send her another one, okay? But this goes directly to their inbox. It does not go to that weird folder that if you're not friends with them, they don't really see it. This message they actually see, okay? If you send it to them from the message. Okay, so I just go through and I message people that have commented that message. Okay, that really does get some bookings. So there's another last day to order. Okay, you can always make a generic video of, you know, just thanking the guests for their orders, when the party will close, booking a party, interested in becoming a consultant, anything like that. Okay, or you could just do a post in there about it. Now, if I'm going to extend the party, I always extend my parties unless the host's party is high and they're like, I don't have any more orders to come in, then we can go ahead and close it, okay? But usually I'll always say, you know, the host is only $100 away from their goal. Let's help them reach it. You know, your order, you know, can help them, okay, whatever. And then they can hopefully place an order, okay? This is another tip. If your party's not quite there, okay, you can send this on Saturday morning, and this, the host posts on their Facebook wall, okay? All they need, okay, this is what they say. I'm so close to my goal with Pampered Chef right now. All I need to sell is 5 of these products to reach it. Of course, all other PC products are available too. If you want to check out the catalog and see what you might want to order, my ordering link is below. And then it says, be sure to post the link in the comments because you want them to see this picture. If you post it up here in the wording, then that picture goes away and the link shows up. Okay, so you post the ordering link in the comments. That way they can see this picture here. Okay, so, and then I talk with my host, make sure that I'm mentioning the business. And I also look for people in the party that are commenting that are your rock star guests and let them know how amazing they would be at Pampered Chef. Okay, so this document I know has a lot of information in it. You do not have to have this all memorized because I'm going to share this document. Okay, so literally what I do, guys, I'm gonna show you a couple of things that help me stay on track. Okay, so first of all, I have what I call my weekly agenda, but I'm going to show you guys your version. Okay, I have a weekly agenda for new consultants. Okay, so the things that I just showed you, I have in a checklist here. Because if you're like, holy cow, that's a whole lot of information, how am I going to remember what to do when? Okay, I made a checklist for you. Okay, trust me, I did not have this when I started, and I had to like figure stuff out. Okay, so keep in mind, I run parties every weekend. Okay, so I'm closing parties on Monday and I'm starting some new ones the next weekend. Okay, so in here you're going to see it like what I'm doing for my past parties and what I'm doing for my future parties. Okay, so announcing winners and parties that are just wrapped up, sending out future host texts to check in my parties coming up. Remember that host text that says, hey, when can you talk on Tuesday or Wednesday? Okay, I'm going to send myself a check mark there. Tag new members, welcome them into the party. Send last week's host their link to their host rewards. Okay, so make sure that they're getting their orders in. Go live in parties welcoming people. If you want to go, if that makes you really, really nervous, you can do the welcome post, you know, something about yourself, letting them know who you are. Start setting up the parties that are coming up for the weekend. Looking for rock stars and current parties, people that might make future hosts or consultants. Looking to see who that is, okay? Post booking post on a virtual party schedule for how many parties booked so far, okay? That was that one with the flowers, okay? So what I do on that one is this next thing. I send a message to my host telling them to tag 3 people in the booking post. So I take a picture with my phone of that post and say, hey, I just posted this in your party. Can you go in and tag 3 of your friends that you think would make great hosts? Then they go in there, and on that post, they tag 3 of their friends that they think would make great hosts, okay? So, and then you also can have them send that booking message to 10 people in the party, okay? And that was in that schedule. Finish setting up the parties on the Facebook. Send ordering message to the current host. So remember, this is the second to the last day of my party. So they're sending out, hey, tomorrow's my last day. Okay, I'm reminding myself to do that. Add the hosts to my upcoming parties and have them start adding their people. Send text to host about the expectation of the party. Post 2 days left party announcement and change cover photo. Okay, so there's the 2 days left, change cover photo. Post last day reminder, tag everyone. So this is my party coming up. Figure out party count for parties starting Saturday and send future hosts Facebook wall post. Send messages to all the active people about booking a party. Change the cover photo to the last date of the order and talk with the host about joining. Okay, so I have written out here what kind of to do on each day so it doesn't become so overwhelming. Okay, so you can have that virtual. Now you don't have to have Evernote. Okay, you can just save this link, you know, in Facebook Messenger or in notes on your phone or however you want to save it. So every time you want to pull up and say, okay, what was I supposed to do on that Monday? Okay, you can just go in here and it says, okay, Monday. All right, here's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to send that message. And what I do is I copy this message. I send it to myself on Facebook Messenger from my computer. Then I go into my phone and I copy the message and I save it to a note on my phone. So that way, when I look at my calendar and go, okay, Sally has a party coming up and so does Susie. I just go on my phone and I copy that and I send it to that number. Okay, so I don't have to come up with the wording again. It's already right there. Okay, so any wording in here, send it to yourself, pull it up on your phone and save it in a note. I have on my phone, it's called Virtual Party Schedule. Okay, so on the Virtual Party Schedule, I have all the wording that I need to send out saved on there. So I don't have to go look, what was I supposed to send my host? What was I supposed to do today? I write Tuesday, send host this, and I copy it and paste it. On Wednesday, post this into your party. I put it in there. Okay, so I don't have to go look for all this wording all the time. I have it in there. Okay, something that I shared today. Okay, so if you saw my desk right now, here's what you see on my desk. Okay, I have my calendar sitting here. I have this paper that's just one of those like monthly calendars. I have my parties. Okay, this one says the ones that are starting on the 12th. These are the ones that are starting on the 19th. And I have all my host names written out. I put a check mark by them if I called them. And I have little notes under here when they want me to call them. So this one says, try on Monday. She was the one that I talked to at the football practice. Call Monday after 3:30. So I called her today after 3:30. This one says Tuesday, 8:30. This one says Monday afternoon. This one says 12 o'clock on Monday. Okay, so I already have it written on here. Okay, so you're gonna see this. I set this on my calendar. Then I also have this paper that I just showed you printed out. So you can see there, here's my Monday step, already has check marks by it, okay? So what I'm telling you guys to do, I actually do myself, okay? So it's not like I'm just giving you random information that I don't do myself, okay? So this paper sits on my desk too. So when I sit down to work, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have so much to do. What was I supposed to do today? It's written out, so I don't have to think about it. That way, it just gets done, okay? So I have this right now. Something that I just started doing today, okay? So this is brand new. I went live about this on our Team PC Hotshots page today. This is, let me see if I can find it on here. Okay, here, virtual party tracker. Okay, so on here, I have 5 of these printed off right now because I have 5 hosts this week. So at the top, I'm writing my host name, show date, and did I talk to them about the business 5 different times? Okay, when I set up their party, when they were awesome in their party, when their friends loved everything in the party, when their party qualified, and then at the end, okay? So I just put little check marks there. Did they join the party? Did I make them a moderator? How many people did they add? Okay, so that's what I showed you. And how many members were there? Okay, so I write all that information just to track and see, okay, well, how many people did they actually have in their party? Okay, prizes, okay, you can do, there's enough places down here for however many you want to do, okay? This can just be one that you do at the end, a drawing, if you want to give a prize to the first person that orders, or if you want to give free shipping, or however you want to do it. That's why there's blanks there, because you can do whatever you want, okay? So if you're like, okay, what are all these randomness, okay? They're all down here at the bottom, okay? So when someone places their order, you can write their name right here, okay? PO is place their order. So when they place their order, check, okay? Put a check mark in there. Did you do a thank you post thanking them for their order? Okay, put a check. Did you send them a thank you text? Okay, the reason I send a thank you text, when you get an email from Pampered Chef that says so-and-so placed an order, it will have their phone number in the email. You can hold down on their phone number and it will pop up their phone number, and you can send a quick text message just saying, hey, I just saw your order, thank you so much. Is there anything you think that you're going to want it to be adding, to the order, or you think you're good, with that final order? And if they want to add to their order, you can, starting October 1st, you can unlock their cart and they can continue to add stuff. So because we're going to start that direct ship now, when they place their order, if they want to add to it, they have until midnight that night. Okay, so I'll send a text message and it says, is there anything do you think there's going to be anything that you want to add to the order, or do you think you're going to be, good with what you have? And then if they say I'm good, then I will not unlock their cart. But if they say, yeah, there may be some other things I'm going to want to order, I'll unlock their cart before midnight that day. So that way they can add, or you can add to it for them. So that's what the thank you text is. Okay, did we ask them to book a party? Did we follow up about booking? Okay, and I have a video that explains all of this today that I posted on Team PC Hotshots. So it explains what all of this means. Okay, so, but this is just a tracker. So I have these things in my calendar on my desk. Okay, in between this, having who placed an order, did I send them a thank you, did I, and then that also helps you track, did someone book a party? You can have it all here on this tracker. So I'll post that on Team PC Hotshots with the link to this recording. So I know your brain's probably fried now. Do you have any questions, Desiree?
Yes, I do. On that, what was it? I've lost it already. So October 1st, you're starting like a whole new system?
So it's just in the ordering and the shipments. So the shipments are going to be handled different. So in order to switch from like our current system of shipping to the new system of shipping, that's where any parties that are open need to be closed by the end of the month, because they're switching to this new shipping system. So the whole system's not changing. It's just how we're doing our shipping, basically. Because like right now, if you place an order with Pampered Chef through a party, that party, the host has to close the party. All the orders have to be in. The host has to have her order in. Once the party closes, then the orders, can ship out. What's going to happen now, starting October 1st, is as soon as someone places an order, their order goes in, unless you unlock their cart. Okay, so you have until midnight that night to unlock their cart. So that's what's going to be changing.
Oh, okay, so it directly goes right in as soon as you order it, right?
So they don't have to wait for a host to close it anymore, and they don't have to wait for a host to deliver the products to them. Because what happens sometimes, these hosts take forever to place their order. Their people are waiting on their products, and then the hosts don't always get it to them very quickly. So what will happen now is it will just go directly to the people, and it goes as soon as they place their order, and they don't have to wait. So before the COVID stuff, I would literally have people in my party place an order and get their order before the party even ended, if they ordered at the beginning. So that's what they're going to be getting back to, next month is quickly getting orders out. It's been a process just due to COVID and not having some of the manufacturers, and stuff. So, but yes, that's going to be the change. So.
Okay. Makes sense.